Welcome to another edition of Lakeville City Council Wrap-Up. During this program, we will highlight the agenda items presented to the Lakeville City Council at their November 2nd, 2015 meeting. First highlighted item on the agenda is item number 7, public hearing to consider the imposition of a service charge in the Downtown Special Service District. And to begin a series of presentations, here's Finance Director Geraldine Erickson.
So the purpose of tonight is to receive input on the imposition of a special service charge for the Downtown Special Service District. A couple of items to note. A budget was included in your packet for July through June, July of 2016 through June of 2017. The special service charge is in the same amount of $27,500 as in prior years, and specifically 2015. The allocation of the charge is based on net tax capacity of the properties in the district, which is consistent with prior years. I will note that alternative allocation methods were presented to the DLBA at their October meeting. We have Ann Kutzler here with the DLBA to make a presentation on the organization's initiatives, the special service charge, and so on. So I'll turn it over to Ann. Dave Olson, Community Development Director, will be here to answer questions along with myself.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Thanks, Geraldine. Good evening, Mayor Little and members of the council. On behalf of Special Service District Number 1, also known as the Downtown Lakeville Business Association, we appreciate the opportunity to present our annual report to you this evening. We are supported by a board of directors, many of whom are in attendance tonight. Our board consists of Paul Hagland, President, Mark Hotzler, Vice President, James Crutch and Christina Murtaugh, Directors, and Jane Hotzler, Proxy. We also have an advisory board made up of a group of property owners, business owners, and representatives. Current members include Nancy Smith, Mike Jetchik, John Kosnick, and Lisa Vossen. We'd like to begin by thanking the City of Lakeville, the City Council, and Mayor Little for your continued support. This year, you were extremely helpful in getting new businesses up and running in downtown Lakeville, assisting with everything from granting liquor licenses to working with our property owners. You facilitated a discussion and came to a resolution regarding extended patio hours. You made upgrades to Pioneer Park Plaza. You've supported us at membership meetings, and you've initiated discussion regarding future improvements to Holyoke Avenue. Your support has certainly been appreciated. Thank you. The DLBA believes that an essential component to the success of downtown Lakeville is a continued, coordinated effort between our organizations. We are fortunate to have partnerships with many other community organizations, such as the Lakeville Area Arts Center, ISD 194, and the Lakeville Area Chamber of Commerce. The mission of the Downtown Lakeville Business Association is to create a unique downtown business environment, which blends the cultural, historical, and economic opportunities of a rapidly growing community situated in a major metropolitan area. The Downtown Lakeville Business Association works to promote our downtown Lakeville businesses. We advocate and lobby on their behalf through various means, including social media, monthly newsletters, our website, and promotional events. We encourage member communication and especially welcome discussion at our monthly membership meetings. Several new initiatives were implemented by the DLBA this year. We began featuring one of our DLBA businesses as a Business of the Month in our monthly newsletter and on Facebook. Many of our retailers participated in our DLBA discount card, which is gradually being distributed to 500 new homeowners in the local area. While our businesses have not received many of those back, we believe it's a good effort to introduce downtown to the community, and we continue to monitor its success. Based on a suggestion from Councilmember Anderson, the DLBA has worked on our communication with you, the City Council, and has implemented a quarterly report. The DLBA solicited more sponsorships this year to help with the costs of our events. Sponsors such as Cub Foods, Citizens Bank, Sterling Bank, and Hobo Incorporated worked with us for events like Trick or Treat and Black Bash. We offered a survey to our DLBA members asking them for feedback on our events, marketing, and overall satisfaction. That survey taught us that our members like our events. They would like to see more marketing and advertising, and it told us that 70% of those who responded feel benefit from the support that the DLBA provides. We implemented special Facebook campaigns, which in addition to other efforts, raised our Facebook audience for the year by 270%. We became active on Twitter and are gradually gaining followers. Our Downtown Lakeville website had over 10,000 new users over the last 12 months. The most visited pages on our sites were our event pages and our business directory, with Dairy Delight, Lakeville Family Bowl, Ben Franklin, and Ace Hardware each receiving over 1,000 visitors. In addition to the promotions and marketing that the DLBA offered our businesses this year, we sponsored several events. Our businesses are encouraged to participate and promote themselves at these events. While we didn't add any new events, we did change certain aspects of them. Our farmers market ran again on Wednesdays and Saturdays. We continue to encourage the St. Paul Farmers Market to provide us with a variety of locally grown produce. New to the market this year were dumplings and live music. Our third annual Black Bash event took place on August 21st. It was great to see many of you there. The event featured 3 new food vendors and a new band. Selling pre-sale tickets proved successful, and we had 1,000 in attendance. For the first time, the event paid for itself, allowing us to increase marketing efforts next year. Some smaller events in downtown Lakeville were our breakfast with the Easter Bunny, Trick or Treat, and our holiday lighting ceremony. We supported Small Business Saturday, which is a favorite day for our retailers, and also worked with select retailers on special shopping events, such as a Day Brightener sale and a Save a Buck shopping night. Holiday on Main is a traditional event in downtown Lakeville, which brings in around 2,500 people the first Saturday of December. Something new that we're trying at that event is the creation and distribution of coupons for many of our businesses, which can be used for holiday shopping. As Geraldine mentioned, we spent time looking at our special service district assessments this year. City leaders assisted us in researching other ways to allocate fees, and after comparing several methods, such as building size and lot size, the board determined that the best way to assess fees was to continue to base them on tax capacity. Moving forward, we have several new and continuing goals designed to support our DLBA members. Our board has decided to put more emphasis into marketing and advertising in downtown Lakeville based on the feedback from our member survey. Because the farmers market is the most popular DLBA-sponsored event by our members, we will be growing that event and partnering with Lakeville Park and Recreation to bring the Puppet Wagon to Pioneer Plaza in 2016. Another major effort will include support to our new businesses, as their success is key in the revitalization of downtown. With all of these efforts, we ask for continued support from the city as we grow and assist our small business community in historic downtown Lakeville. Thank you, Mayor Little and council members, for welcoming our annual presentation from the Downtown Lakeville Business Association. We greatly appreciate your consideration of our proposed budget this evening, and I'd like to invite our president, Paul Hagelin, to join me in welcoming any comments or questions that you might have for myself or the board.
Item number 7 was approved by the Lakeville City Council. Next highlighted item on the agenda is item number 8, public hearing to consider the vacation of drainage and utility easement in Avonlea. And to provide the background information on this agenda item is City Planner Darrell Morey.
Good evening, Mayor and council members. I really don't have any graphic to show you this evening. This is basically a housekeeping item. There was an error in terms of the design of the townhome portion of the development on the east side of Cedar, the portion of Avonlea that's east of Cedar, south of 181st Street, whereby there were some changes, modifications to the row townhomes to adjust, that basically adjusted the size of units, somewhat more specifically related to the garage. If you remember the discussion we had regarding the garages at the preliminary plat PUD approval at that time. Unfortunately, those didn't carry over into the design on the final plat. When the first row townhome building permit came in for the model is when the error was discovered. Some adjustments were made in the field to accommodate that model, which is currently under construction, and still meet the setbacks that were approved as part of the PUD. Unfortunately, that affects 4 of the other row townhome buildings and necessitates this replat. Again, it's basically a housekeeping item just to correct this. As you can see from the narrative that was provided by Westwood, it goes through each one of those shifts, and I think the biggest shift is 2 feet. So again, it's relatively minor. What I would like to point out, though, is that we have, at the city attorney has discussed this with planning staff in the past. The city council has the ability to hold public hearings for easement vacations. So by having this public hearing at the city council meeting tonight, we were able to save the developer 2 weeks and not having that come first to the planning commission and then move on to city council. So city council has the privilege of holding the public hearing for the easement vacation and also considering the final plat, and I can stand for any questions.
Item number 8 was approved by the Lakeville City Council. Next highlighted item on the agenda is item number 9, Kenyon Retail. And once again, to provide the background information on this agenda item is City Planner Darrell Morey.
The Kenyon Retail development may be familiar to council members. Actually was before the city council earlier this year for a portion of the development. To get everybody situated in terms of where it's located, it's the southeast quadrant of County Road 46 and Kenyon Avenue. It's right across from Brunswick Zone and just to the west side of the freeway. The property is zoned C3, General Commercial District, and the proposed development includes the preliminary and final plat of 2 lots. Also associated with the development for city council action this evening are conditional use permits. I apologize for the bend in the paper. For a number of items, each related to the 2 lots that are proposed. Lot 1 proposes a multi-tenant retail building and an unidentified drive-through convenient food use. As you are probably aware, a conditional use permit is required for fast food restaurants with drive-through windows in the C3 district. Also, within that particular lot, there are 2 buildings. One that is just multi-tenant retail, the other is multi-tenant but includes the drive-through convenience food. Finally, a conditional use permit for Lot 1 includes the impervious surface area greater than 25% because of it being located, its proximity and location within the Lee Lake Shoreland Overlay District. On Lot 2, there is and I have the color drawings separated by Lot 1 and Lot 2. Lot 2 is the senior memory care proposal. That also includes 2 buildings. So again, the conditional use permit for 2 buildings on 1 lot. Also, the impervious surface area CUP applies to that lot as well. And also for the senior assisted living facility or memory care facility within a C3 district. So there's conditional use permit required for each of the two lots in addition to the preliminary and final plat. Then as you look at the agenda, you'll see there's a couple of other items. One is a stormwater management and easement agreement. This is becoming more commonplace, as you noticed on previous meetings and previous agenda items, as the city is responsible to ensure that private stormwater facilities are properly maintained. And what we have here is a scenario where you have stormwater drainage for both lots that is contained on Lot 2, the memory care lot, and then also within Outlot A. And so that stormwater management agreement, which was prepared by the city attorney's office, covers the perpetual maintenance by the developer, its successors, or assigns over Lot 2 and Outlot A. And then finally, there is a release of deed restrictions. The deed restrictions were put in place as part of the I-35 County Road 46 interchange improvement project a number of years ago. At the time, there was some concerns about traffic safety and intensity of potential retail uses or commercial uses at that location, including convenience gas and fast food restaurants. Over time, the issue in terms of the intersection of Kenyon and County Road 46 has become a little bit more clear. We have the Brunswick Zone Kent 46 development across to the west, which has an access point to Kenyon. We also have this particular development, which has a separate access to Kenyon. The access at Kenyon for Brunswick Zone is located here. The access proposed for this Kenyon Retail is further to the south. Now, this is based on a recommendation and a traffic study that was prepared last year by the city's traffic consultant, SRF, to have this driveway access location ensure that it has A, good site visibility, and B, proper queuing and stacking for vehicles who will be at the intersection of 46 and Kenyon. So the site plan layout incorporates the recommendations of that traffic study, and there is only the one access point proposed on Kenyon for both of these uses, so it'll be a shared access between lots 1 and lot 2 with a driveway connection in this location. So again, there's a release of these previous deed restrictions from 2001 as part of the council's action as well this evening. Also in relation to Kenyon Avenue and the driveway access location, the traffic study recommended and the developer will be implementing a northbound right turn lane into the development and then a southbound left turn lane also that will be part of this to facilitate safe traffic movements into and out of the site. The Dakota County Plat Commission reviewed the plat previously when it was proposed in late 2014. Because of the narrow depth of this lot and the unique configuration, instead of additional right-of-way for County Road 46, they are proposing a 15-foot trail easement that is identified actually on the site plan, kind of hard to see, but runs along the north boundary of both lots. And in addition, while it's not, the county has determined that it's not warranted at this point, but it could be in the near future, a traffic signal at County Road 46 in Kenyon. Back when Brunswick Zone and Kent 46 was approved, the city foresaw that possibility and did get a cash escrow from that developer for a portion of the traffic signal. Consistent with that recommendation at that time, we're also obtaining a cash escrow for a portion of the traffic signal from this development as well. And that's wording is incorporated into the development contract. The Planning Commission held a public hearing on the preliminary and final plat and the conditional use permits at their May 21st meeting and unanimously recommended approval. There was no public comment The Parks and Rec Committee also recommended approval of the preliminary and final plat at their May 20th meeting. So in summary, staff is recommending approval of the resolution approving the preliminary and final plat of Kenyon Retail, the conditional use permits for both Lot 1 and Lot 2, and adoption of the findings of fact, the stormwater management and easement agreement, and the resolution releasing the deed restrictions. And I can stand for any additional questions.
Item number 9 was approved by the Lakeville City Council. Well, those were the highlighted items presented to the council at their November 2nd, 2015 meeting. If you have any questions or comments regarding these agenda items, please feel free to call City Hall. The number is 952-985-4400. Thanks for watching this edition of Lakeville City Council Wrap-Up.